So it begins. Right here is the 0 mile mark to our 30-mile journey down the legendary Devil's River, one of Texas's last pretty much hidden bass fishing gems. What you're going to see is Alex and I living out of these here kayaks for legitimately 4 days and 4 nights. I'm a little nervous. Yes! Let's go! Are you joking? Sick. That was intense. Giant bass. Ginormous bass. Biggest bass of the trip right here. Oh, yes! Big one. Big one. Big one. So, this is how far we have already made it on the Devils. Let's start from the top here. So, we made it all the way over to mile 5 about 2 days ago. That's where our journey started. Wasn't too far of a row. Then we made it all the way past, what is that? Merritt's? I don't remember that one. Merritt's Crossing, which was like a little dam. Past that Jimmy. Then we went Sycamore Chute Rapids, which were pretty damn sketchy, okay? So we passed that, then we finally made it to mile 12. And after mile 12, we stopped at the campground, which we're at right now, which is mile 15. And as you can see, after mile 15, we've got something called Dolan Falls. I don't really know what that entails. I sure as hell know that these 13-foot kayaks can't go over waterfalls, let alone tiny rapids that you saw yesterday. So I'm a little dodged out by that. But the good news is it's day number 3 on the Devils. We're super excited. I am looking for a big bite. I've yet to feel the rage and the wrath of a giant fish out of here. Regardless, I've had a lot of fun catching those 3s and 2-pounders, but I know there's some big fish that live in here, and I want to start really amplifying my game by throwing some big baits. Along with that, I've got some exciting news for you guys. If you want to check out some of the new rigged tees, use this code right here, use DEVILS to save 20% off on all t-shirts. It helps fund trips like this, and you guys get to see more epic content as we go on these river trips, float trips, international trips. It's all because of these t-shirts and because of you guys, so I appreciate that. Anyway, enough product promotion. Let's get on these yaks and look for some big ones. I've got a good feeling we'll cross past some giants, but first we gotta pass these falls. I'm not entirely excited about that. No more messing around. Here's what we got working with today. We've got 2 big rods in the rear. Got a big bluegill swim bait, almost like a shad bluegill swim bait. This is gonna be kind of a subsurface deal. And then right in front of that, we got the infamous Depths Bull Shooter. It's a glide bait. Less swimming, more of a glide action. And then up front, my primary swim bait that I'm gonna throw today, try to catch some smallmouth with, is this little tiny jointed swim bait. This imitates a little shad. There are, I believe, a pretty strong population of gizzard shad the farther we go down, the closer we get to Lake Amistad. So I've got a good feeling about that. That looks just like a little bluegill too, in case they're not specifically feeding on shad. So I've got 3 total hard swim baits set up. 1 big, 1 middle, and 1 tiny. So I'm thinking we gotta land on something here. 1 big has gotta come up and freaking annihilate this. And we gotta get where?
We need to go down to, I would probably say like 23. Give us 7 miles, because wind might be right in our face tomorrow. Okay. That would be a hell of a paddle, especially waking up.
There's rough canyons, Indian Creek. Okay, there's a figgity town. Let's just keep going. Okay, wow. That is gonna be interesting, guys. Big swim baits and sketchy waterfalls. Are you excited? Because I'm not. I'm going fishing with Bill Dance today. Money sauce. This is the best part of the day. Some big largemouth up in the shallows. It's the second one I've seen. That's not bad. It's about 4-pounder. 4-younder right there. There's one. I'm on. Little swim bait strikes. Feels like a pretty good one too. Feels like an okay fish. He's trying to put me in the grass. Oh yeah, not a bad one. Not a bad one. There we go. Didn't take long for the first fish of the day. Did not take long at all. He hammered that swim bait too. I think we're getting a little bit better at this whole Devil's River thing. It took me some time to figure this place out, but every single day I feel like I'm learning a lot more. What I've really observed is largemouth that hang around the weed edges, the smallmouth hang around these big rock slab edges. It's just so much fun. Like, dude, look at that. Nice little largemouth on a mini jointed swim bait. Not even 5 minutes of fishing, we've already got the first one in the yak. Feeling pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of really nice fish around here, so I'm optimistic that we'll be able to crank on a few more before we get to the nastiness of the waterfalls. By the way, did I mention I'm not really looking forward to this waterfall deal? This whole waterfall deal is like sketching me out. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh wow, he was hooked really good. Put up a really awesome fight. Okay. Cool, he was nice. Hell yeah, first one of many more. Today's goal, mark my words, is to catch a fish over 4 pounds in this yak. Today's goal, that's what it is. Should be a simple feat, but these past 2 days I've struggled to find a fish over 3.5, so just remember that. That's the goal for today. There he is. Come on, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Yes, sir, on the big swim bait. On the big swim bait. Yes. Today's going to be a good day, peeps. Today is going to be a good freaking day. Relax, relax, relax. I got you. Look at that. Did you get that? Oh my God. So sick. Swim bait fish number 2. I'm feeling it. It's gonna happen today. So sick. Okay, so we are at obstacle number 1 of the day. This is a no joke type of waterfall. Yeah, I don't think we're getting down that. The next plan of action is figure out a safe and not so deadly way down this monstrous waterfall. Look at that, that is humongous. I mean, our kayaks weigh roughly 100 pounds without the gear. Another 40 pound of gear, you got 140 pounds per person. I'm no John Cena, so this is definitely not gonna be an easy feat for me. Wow, the water looks really good though. Big deep pool. Sheesh. It's crazy. I'm guessing we're gonna have to portage somewhere over there. There's like a little spot in which kind of like gradually goes down. That's probably our best bet. This is not gonna be an easy one, but we're gonna give it our all. Just a part of the adventure. All right, first kayak in the hole. She's looking good. That was not easy though. Oh my goodness, that was not easy. I'm gonna tie this off. Okay. Just gonna walk the kayak. Wow, this is like serious, dude. This is no joke type stuff. We gotta figure out, oh, where am I gonna tie this off?
Are you gonna walk it down even further?
Yeah, I'm gonna tie that.
All right, don't forget me.
That one.
Toss it to me. There we go. Come here. Lucy. There we go. All right, that's the last yak. Definitely wasn't as easy as I thought it'd be, but could have been a lot worse. Wow, hopefully that's like the worst of it. All right, hop in. We're good to go. Let's actually fish now. Sheesh. Half this journey is just getting through the freaking nastiness. Oh. What's up, GoPro 7? Hopefully this audio isn't. Oh yes, big one, big one, big one. Oh my gosh, nice one, nice one. Get over here. Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it. Oh, that's the one. That's the one I've been after. Come on, don't do it. That is so sick. That was so sick. First cast, first twitch, he came up and annihilated it. Woo! Was I recording? We were recording. Look at that big old behemoth. You like big baits? Yeah, that was so sick, man. Oh, that feels good. It's been a rough morning with Dolan Falls and just getting past these rapids, but man, did that feel good. Like, I don't want to hype it up as this is like the biggest fish in Devils. By any means, it's not a giant, but it's the biggest one of the trip. And I caught it on the swim bait. And catching them on the swim bait is equally as fun as like throwing a frog or something like that. Watching these fish come up and eat something they think is a bluegill or tilapia is just so rad. Such a cool fish. Probably a pretty old fish. He's really gray and beat up, but we'll gladly take him in this boat. Look at that swim bait. That is so sick. That is a biggin. There she goes. Wow, this is the start of something potentially really good. Just before that fish, I think I got it on the other GoPro, but I saw one that was probably twice his size come from follow my swim bait. So I think if I focus on the big baits, I'll find the big fish. Man, this is just such a cool place, dude. It just keeps surprising me. First day was like real slow. Second day was real good. Today, I think we're gonna open it up on these big baits. All right, here comes the fun part. No idea how deep this is, but we'll find out, I guess. Good. That's dodgy as what? Should we be over there? Should we have gone that way?
If we went this way,
yeah,
we would see the nose fall.
Yeah. So, what?
The left side is the open way.
Oh my God. It's not good. We're not gonna be able to get through here. There's too much brush. You get hung up instantly. Maybe, hold on. This is bad. Hey! You guys carry it around or just go down? I think since we've made it this far, we should probably just carry it. It's still right there, but it's like less.
So let's put down the rods, drag it through there, and let's try and everything that's less.
I mean, it's bad, dude. Like, this is one of the worst ones. There's just nowhere to portage. Let's carry it through there. Okay. Oh, slow, 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 slow. All right, one, ready? 1, 2, 3. Gonna have to pick it up here. Hang on. You're gonna have to pick it up. Go this way and then that. I don't know how the f we're gonna do this. I mean, whatever, it's just, where we're gonna put yours? Right there?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna put my wife this on. Pretty well.
Mary. We're gonna have to do it one at a time.
Yeah, but once one person goes, then who the have to hold on to something. Well, here goes nothing. We're good. Yeah.
Everything's safe for the most part.
Cool.
I put the camera here in the big boxes, so.
Yeah, we're fine. We have another one coming right up. If you plan on bringing your family to the Devil's River on like a little weekend vacation, don't. I had no idea what I was signing up for when I said I'd go on a Devil's River float. Not much of a float, more like a toot. Woo! Was that intense? I don't know how much.
Hey, we did it.
We freaking did it. I don't know how much of that was on footage. We freaking just kind of go over the scenario in case I didn't get any of that on footage. But basically, we were supposed to take that route right there, which looks super sketchy, but it's the better route because at least you can portage over here on these rocks. We took the wrong route. We took the skinny route, and it was like right into some current. So like imagine dropping your yak right into like basically fat whitewater, and that's what we did. The first go around did not go as planned. Dropped Alex in, and he had no freaking oars, or paddles, sorry, and he just got tooted down. Luckily, it's kind of an eddy right here, so he was able to chill. Then I was up next, and that's when I put the GoPro on. Hopped in the yak, and almost got turned over. But our yaks are like beat to shit. I mean, like, look at, like the wrap is coming off. You've got like scrapes. I don't even want to know what the underside of this thing looks like. But we've really been putting ourselves, our kayaks, and our ability to float the Devils to the test this trip. Went to the back of my throat. We'll catch you on down the river. I think we've got one more sketchy zone, and after that it should be smooth sailing and hopefully a lot of bass catching. Huh. It's interesting. Oh, do you have a gun? Oh, really? I figured they had a gun somewhere, I just didn't see it. I wasn't even thinking, dude, we were on their land, weren't we? I like heard them coming, and then I thought to myself, I went up on top of that rock and took a pee. And I was like, this is gonna get fucking weird. So I turned the GoPro on. Well, that was interesting. That was, I'm guessing, the landowner of all of this beautiful land. It's crazy to think that on the Devils, like, people are, like, they own miles of land. Like, insane, unfathomable amounts of shoreline to the Devils. And that was just some guy. I thought, actually, because we kind of sort of got off the bank there to grab our kayaks, and I thought he was gonna whistle at us. And whistle, and by whistle, I mean shoot us in the nuts. But he was pretty chill. The reason why I said he would have probably shot us in the nuts if he caught us is because he had a gun, shotgun, 12 gauge in his ATV. But I think we were good. We were like right on the gradient line or whatever, so I think we were straight, but you just never know. Don't want to take a chance. Pretty cool though, nice fellow. Oh my gosh, big bass, big bass, big bass, giant 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 bass. He's still there. Ginormous bass, biggest bass of the trip right here. He's still following it. 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 Oh my God, that's like a fucking 10-pounder. Is that him? That's him. That's him. He's back. He's back. That's him. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Get off there. Get off there. No, no. That's a bust. Wow. Well, that was seriously one of the biggest fish I've seen throughout this entire trip. Came up and was just like inches away from eating my bluegill swimbait. Right on this big rock. Wow. I'm like pissed, but I'm also pretty impressed. All right, keep going. Look for big rocks, I suppose. Can we pattern that? I'm sure we freaking can. Damn it. Yeah, it's been a bit. Oh my God.
Big fish?
Giant.
Yeah, no, I see him.
See him? He followed my frogging, I think. He's following the swimbait. He's following the swimbait. Oh, God damn, it's a big one. He's turning. He's not leaving. This is incredible. There's two of them. There's two big ones. This one's turning. This one's turning. He might eat it. Oh my gosh. They're together. Two, like literally the same size. That was so crazy. It's like a spawning situation. That one was charging it. Why the did he not eat? Something about this spot he's really particular about. Let's keep paddling. So this part of the river kind of sucks. There he is. Smallmouth. Oh wow, really? Didn't think you were still around. Haven't seen hardly any of these today. Only a few on the swim bait. Shmale jaw on the frog. Second one. These look really good. You ain't going nowhere. You are going nowhere, little guy. Evening Smalley. Big cannonball. Catch you later. There he is. Pretty good one. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good one. That's a good fish, dude. Oh yeah, that's a good one. On the frog in inches of water. This is just insane. Come on, don't come off. That's a good fish. That's a good fish, come on. Wow, they fight so hard. Gotcha. Wow, it was tough to drop the swim bait after seeing that 8-pounder in the noon session. But I think it paid off. The frog is on a comeback. Wow, that's a good one. Really pulled hard, man. These freaking river fish, they just yank. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Stay locked, stay locked. Yo, comment below if you can see that frog. Jeez. I can breathe now. I hold my breath until the fish is in the boat, then I'm just like, whoo. Deep breath. God, he was going nowhere. Okay. Got another frickin' greenback. Wow, these fish are pretty. Holy moly, you were fun to catch. Thick too. I honestly think half of this isn't even fat. It's just all muscle from fighting this current. since the day they were just wee little fingerlings. All right, back she goes. Oh, that was so cool. That was so neat. That was so freaking neat. Right at my feet. Wow, that was intense. I had like no line left too, and he just nailed it. Holy moly. Wow. Dopeness. Just a little pudgy ball. Back she goes. All right, we've made it to camp. That was like 9 miles of treacherous rock and current and just dodginess, man, but we're here. We are officially out of Texas Parks and Wildlife land, so have to make our own camp now. So we found this nice little island to make for base camp tonight, and we're gonna sleep here and rest up. That was a doozy of a day. I'm gonna sleep like a little smallmouth tonight. I'm getting some stuff organized for tomorrow because my boat looks like a gong show. You know why it looks like a gong show? Is because we went through, how does it even go? I'm gonna make up some sort of class. Class A rapids, Class A being the absolute worst. No, but seriously, that was like no joke. The Devils put us to the test today. You know, we've got me on this kayak, obviously I've got like all my fishing gear, a little bit of camera gear, and then also all my clothes. And then you've got Alex, who's got like probably, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions, probably like $9,000 worth of camera gear that can't get wet. So it was a deadly little mission. So before we sign out and while the food is cooking on the stove, I want to go over some of the heavy hitters of this trip so far. We're in day number 3. We've got 1 day tomorrow, like a half day. We have to meet the outfitter at the pickup point, so we got to like wrap things up. I want to talk to you guys about the lures that have produced the most. And I know a lot of you guys get bored about, you know, talking about lures and techniques, but some of you guys do appreciate it and want to know how to, you know, catch these fish that run in these rivers and just learn and take a piece of today's video and apply it on your body of water. So I'm gonna break down my top 4 lures thus far on the Devil's River, and I'm gonna share with you guys why I think they are excelling at the moment. I'll start with the first one that kind of developed this whole pattern, that being the little popping frog. I started off throwing just a regular hollow belly frog, which worked, but then when I soon switched to the popping frog, it just excelled even more. It's got more spitting action, it kicks, it walks. It's truly like a very versatile lure for rivers like this. It's incredible as to how like a 5-pounder can put themselves so tight in an area, in a little nook that you wouldn't like normally think a big fish like would be. And it surprised me today floating on the river and seeing these giant fish like tucked away in hidden areas. And the only way to get them out is to get really close to the bank by throwing a frog. Then we've got the bait that so far is the reigning champion for the biggest fish holder, that being this Depths bull shooter. I think it's a 160. I might have said it was a 190 in an earlier video, but it's a 160 glide bait. It's essentially a big bluegill glide bait. Now, the reason why I think this works so good in here is because bluegill is the main forage. There are some gizzard shad, there are some tilapia, but I don't think you'll see those until you get further down the river near Amistad. I've basically just seen a lot of bluegill around the bank, so I threw this today and got some good old thumps. This bait's crazy though. It doesn't get a lot of bites, but the bites it gets are primo. Then let's talk about this lure. This lure really cranked him yesterday. Alex, again, you're probably gonna have to blur this out, but maybe just show the outline or do something, you know. It's essentially a swim bait, but more specifically, it's our swim bait. This is a Guggen Baits prototype swim bait. This is a bait that we'll be releasing very shortly. We've got a small and a large size. This is the small size, and I was throwing it on a 1/4 ounce underspin. The one that's kind of lacking, but I might throw tomorrow, is just the jig. I've caught a few good fish here. In areas where I've fished this, it's worked. I might take this guy off the bench and put him to work tomorrow. He's just had a lot of work this spring. I've been catching a lot of northern Texas fish on the jig, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to step outside of that and try something a little bit different. But that's it. I'm signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys are still enjoying the Devil's River series. Yeah, tomorrow should be a good day. Fingers crossed that we get that big one. I am looking forward to obviously finishing tomorrow on a bang, but I'm also looking forward to a shower because I smell so bad. I haven't taken a shower in 3 days, and it's been a long but very awesome trip. So again, I appreciate you guys sticking with it and staying tuned. And as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.